Hello, good evening. Today we're going to talk on the subject of suicide. It's very important. It's very serious. A lot of people don't understand the context of why people kill themselves. Some people will call suicide a selfish act, a selfishness act, because people try to joke around and say that they leave people their bills behind, or they leave people that love them and care about them around. And good thing that I bring that up, that loves them and cares about them. If you have a loved one, make sure that you constantly tell them that you love them and that you care about them. Because when you don't feel loved, or you feel like you're in it by yourself, that's when suicides start to arise. Because it is both mental and a physical health condition that allows people to try to kill themselves. People always, you know, used to ask me a long time ago, why is your passion helping people? Why do you want to do things with people, who commit suicide? They already made up in their mind that this is what they want to do. That's not true. It's very important that you reach out to someone that you may feel, and I'm a good reader, a very good reader of character. I look at people and I observe them, because even when someone's laughing, some people laugh through their pain. A great example, Robin Williams. Everybody's like, he's such a he's a great actress. He's always making somebody laugh. He's making money. He's making this. He's making that. But you're not understanding that behind all that laughter, there's pain. Some people cry themselves to sleep at night. A lot of people are fan of Beyonce. You don't know if she feels trapped. People may feel trapped. They may try to live up to standards, and that is why they feel lonely. If you know someone who have told you before, I just feel like dying, man. Why do they feel like dying? You got to go into it. You got to really soul search. Some people go through life. Uh, some people go through extreme measures to get noticed. But when you're authentic, all you have to do is arrive. And some people don't know that. So since they don't know that, it's our job as people that's supposed to love them, to let them know that stop trying to be a people pleaser. Those people are actually unhappy within themselves, because they see something in you that they didn't see in themselves. Now, I'll say this because I can use my own life. A lot of people used to tell me growing up that, they basically always try to find something wrong with me. Oh, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. And I'm like, I can't be doing everything wrong. And it was shortly after growing up and becoming an adult that I realized that those people were saying that because they could not understand why I had so much love inside of me and been through so much. And why am I still nice to people who try to, do me wrong? And um, why am I still so understanding? But, you know, I'm a believer in God. And I know that if He can go through hell and back and sit at the table with 12 snakes that he knew was going to betray him, if he can do that, then I know that I can, because I'm no better than he is. And if you're not a believer of Christ, just believe that yourself, that other people, when they look at you, they look and they know that they don't have that strength that you have to endure life, and they don't understand that process to be able to get over things very quickly and to become who you are and not what someone else wants you to be. They don't understand that, and when that comes to play, they go to bullying you, to feeling that you're less than what you are. So they try to play with tricks on your mind and make you feel like you're unworthy, and you are worthy. And I love you. I may not know you, but I love you. I love everybody. Everybody I see, I come in contact with, say I'm the calmness that they always tell me I have the spirit of Job. They always say, I just love your vibe. I love your spirit. I love the fact that they feel so comfortable with me that they tell me like pretty much all their business. And they have never heard it back again. And sometimes it's sad, because the people that you feel like supposed to love you and care about you, they don't. And I'm open, to listen to anything anybody has to say about how they feel. I'm listening. Like I was, when I'm talking to my friends or even, people in the streets I see talking sometimes, and they come up to me and they're talking to me. I said, okay, listen, I have a question first. Do you just want to vent to me, or do you want my opinion? And most of the time they say they want my opinion, but maybe 1% say I really just want to vent. And I'm happy that you asked me that, because a lot of people don't. They just listen, and then I feel like they're not listening to me, or I feel like they're rushing me, or they don't give me advice. And I'm saying, well, I can give you advice and tell you what I would do in that situation, but I won't tell you what you should do. Now, also, want to tell you that your talents may be undiscovered. You have to trust the process, not your pain, because to create a diamond, it takes pressure, and your pain can actually be the pressure pipe that's busting into that diamond. And so, when you feel that pain is getting shaky, just do something that you love to do, because that is when you're about to break and you're about to become you. You're walking into your fate. You're becoming into your destiny. But when you feel, oh my goodness, I can't take this, I can't take this, you have to be able to pass that test in order for you to create the vision that you want. You can't just give up when you're upset, when you're angry, or when you're hurt, and say, I can't take this. There's so many people I know how to sing. They can write poetry. They can do this. And I teach people all the time, do what you love to do. Like if you're hurting or you're crying, you don't have to fight and argue with anybody. Just take your talents and use that to make your dreams come true. Lately I've been really heavily on telling people to do a vision board. If you see yourself, stuff written down, instead of making your, like, just say, oh, I have a goal to do this, I have a goal to do that. If you write down your actual goals on paper, but not only on paper, you're telling yourself those goals, but if you take pictures and cut it up and, put it out on boards, you'll start to see yourself and say, hey, I see this, I see that, I see that. If you have dreams at nighttime, sometimes you can remember them when you wake up, you write that out, and then you can revisit it later, because maybe that was telling you what you need. And some people try to commit suicide because they don't know their purpose, and they feel alone because no one's helping them figure out their purpose, or they may not even have someone to talk to tell them their purpose. And that's why a lot of, people come, and, like, again, I said, suicide is a very serious matter. And being loved and feeling, just because you're surrounded by a lot of people, don't mean that you're loved. You have to feel it. Someone has to give you that energy level of, I like being around you. I enjoy your company. You're not a bug to me. You're somebody special to me. So just wake up one day and take somebody on a date and say, hey, what are you doing? It's on me. There's a couple times, and I don't really speak about what I do for people because, again, like I said, I'm a believer of Christ, and I believe that you should give certain stuff in secrecy. There's so many times that I've bought people, send groceries to their house, or, now the new thing out is Cash App. I'll send some Cash App money to somebody. If they're homeless, there's people, I cook for homeless all the time. I give them food, and you never know who's going through anything. You never know. So that's why it's always important to love everybody and to see other people differently. One time I was in an interview, and they asked me, who do you want to be in life? Like, who would you ever want to be? And I said, honestly, not tooting my own horn or anything like that. But I never was inspired to be anyone, because I never know what that person's life is like. To obtain certain roles in life, it's a task, and I don't want to be anybody but myself, And they said, well, they wanted me, they knew exactly what I was saying, but they was kind of shocked that I said that. And kind of like the lady, I seen her grabbing a tissue. And I said, because, people put this vision up or persona, of oh, I have to be the American dream. I have to be the American dream. There's no such thing as the American dream. The only American dream is what's inside of you and how you view yourself. If you view yourself as someone who's going to be this and that in life, then that's what you're going to be, but you have to work towards it. Everything in life is work towards. I don't like to obtain goals that are easily achieved because that means anybody can do it. And I don't like that. I like to challenge myself, and some people don't have that goal to let's get up, let's go, let's do this and let's do that. So that's what I tell myself. I wake up in the morning, every morning, same time. Well, not really same time. I kind of when I'm home and not traveling on the road, I get up in the morning, I go straight to the gym. And it's a motivation thing. You have to motivate yourself. I'm a self-starter. And some people are not. Some people you have to push them. And I have friends that are under me now that just feel that, that they're in their depression state, and I call them all the time and tell them, hey, I love you. And they're like, I love you too. What's wrong with you? You're acting weird. And I laugh. And I said, no, I just, like, if I feel like something's wrong with one of my friends, I'll tell them, like, there's people on my job that I work with now. If I see them, like, I'll see them happy, but then, like I said, I read very clearly, and I'll go up to them, hey, how you doing today? How's your week been? And just start a conversation. And then they'll say, go and tell myself, well, I just felt that, in my spirit that something was wrong. And they appreciate that. Just that text to say good morning, or that text to say, I hope you make it home safe. Those kind of text messages make a difference, in somebody's life. So make sure, sorry, that you're always on your best, trying to make someone feel wanted, even with yourself. Make yourself wake up in the morning. It doesn't matter if you have the money and you just want to get on the plane somewhere and just go ride to a different state or ride to a different city, go get on a train just to clear your mind, go to the beach, do something. You can't wear yourself out until if you give all of you and you have nothing to give yourself, then you're going to go crazy. You have to give yourself some set time. Like, even if you have children, you have to, I don't care if it's 5-10 minutes, in a corner, outside going running, going to take one lap around the pool, going to play hockey, going to play soccer, do something, to make yourself feel less stress, that is a part of being, suicidal as well. You have to try to learn yourself, because if you don't, you're going to go insane trying to please everybody else and trying to scratch yourself around the board. Task it off for another day, If you're married, talk to your spouse and say, hey, babe, I'm not feeling this way today. Can we do this together? Can we work on this? Can we work on that? Don't always make yourself feel alone, And if you need help, you can feel free to email me at ambassadorsandleadersgroup@gmail.com and email us. Let us know, hey, I'm not feeling well. I feel suicidal. Can someone talk to me? And one of us will try to get to you quick as possible. My name is Toya, and I am very, helpful. And if you need to talk to me, I can call you. I can, just leave your phone number, and that will work it out. It's not the end of the world. You are loved. You are cared about. Just take the time out to, figure out what you want with yourself. And if you can't figure it out, just get around someone. You have to speak out how you feel. Okay. Just wake up, put some water on your face, and tell yourself that, hey, I can't let people define me. I have to define myself, because if someone defines me, I'm never going to be or meet up to their expectations, because I'm trying to live a life that is not me. That's not what I want. And if you know what you want, excuse me, you write that down and you come up with a plan on how to go about doing it. Okay. And if you have to speak to a counselor, if you have to speak to, even a stranger, again, I'm a stranger. Call me, text me, email me, something, and we could figure out a plan. I'm not gonna say every minute of the day I'm gonna be, right there, but I'll try to answer you as quick as I can, because you need to feel like you're worthy. You can't make yourself feel like I'm a nobody, because you are somebody, and you are going to make it in life. And there's so much pain. I know sometimes your family member has died. It's not the end of the world. You can move forward, push them pieces. If they dropped, pick them up. Whatever piece that you do have left, just gather them, put them together, and you can make a masterpiece. You'll be surprised of the things that are really living inside you. And I really pray for you, and I love you.